Eh bien salut à tous, c'est Tech02, on se retrouve pour la suite du premier épisode de Ace Combat. Dites-moi en commentaire ce que vous préférez, si vous préférez que je fasse une vidéo de 20 minutes ou si je préfère deux missions, même trois. Non, dites-moi en commentaire ce que vous en pensez. Et nous on est parti pour la mission numéro 2 de Ace Combat.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from two continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then Got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delete of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking. Tragic.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Bon, et ben, de ce que j'ai compris, on est parti pour péter des... Comment ça s'appelle? Des radars. Donc on va voir comment ça se passe. Allez, c'est parti. Hop, les emplacements. Allez. Lancer la mission. Le F16. Tout à l'heure, le F16. Hop. Et puis prochaine fois, on prendra un de ces deux avions que j'ai eu, je crois, avec un code. On prendra celui-là en premier, après on prendra le F-104. Je pense, ce sera pas mal. Hop. Bon. Écoutez, on va prendre les bombes. On va prendre celle-ci. Hein. Hop. Choix des pièces. D'accord, bon. D'accord, bon, j'apprends des trucs. Allez, c'est parti.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Ouais, donc n'hésitez pas à me dire si vous préférez une vidéo de 20 minutes ou de 40 minutes. Même plus, genre 3 missions. Enfin, faut déjà voir combien de temps mettre l'émission. Je vais voir celle-ci par rapport à celle-ci, puis en fonction de celle-ci, si elle met 20 minutes, je vous redirai quand même à la fin ce que vous préférez.
Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damages to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Hop. Ah, franchement, c'est vachement bien fait. Hop. C'est parti.
War has officially begun.
Goodbye, my friend.
H2, missile launch.
Hélicoptère, c'est parti. Hop. Il y a beaucoup de monde là, je trouve quand même. Hop.
Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us. The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Ça c'est fait.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there. Protect the radar vehicle.
Hop.
Hell yeah.
T'avais qu'à rouler plus vite.
Can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Box 2!
Non, franchement, le jeu est magnifique.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. We've got full course. Missed.
Et c'est parti.
Locked. 2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. Push the plan forward too fast.
La petite esquive.
Far from Allied territory. I don't think withdraw. What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead?
Fox 2.
Les hélicoptères, qu'est-ce qu'ils vont faire? Hop. Ah, il pleut.
Flight to the clouds.
Get away from that vehicle! Now! H2, bandit on your 6. Target destroyed.
Faut rien avoir. Ah, je l'ai loupé. Lui aussi, t'as un.
Missile did not
C'est vraiment
connect.
une quille.
There's an enemy on your tail. H2, missile, evade! Enemy has entered clouds, in pursuit.
Quand même, il est chaud à diriger l'avion.
Bullet 1, box 2. Locked, it's chow time.
The enemy has a lock.
Right now, missile inbound. Bandit acquired. Firing. We're taking cover in the clouds. They're losing it after their allies on the ground were taken
Complètement
out.
esquivé.
Can't say I blame them. Trigger, there's one more to
On
go.
va tout détruire avant de partir et je tuerai à la fin le target. Donc la dernière cible.
Target confirmed destroyed. Nice.
Hop,
Mage 2.
magnifique
walking.
les effets de pluie.
Igniting. Base is wrecked. It didn't connect.
Faut passer loin. Ouais, ça me fait un peu bizarre que je puisse pas
Mage 2, you're targeted.
faire des... pas des loopings, mais... Comment ils appellent ça? Ah, raté.
My brother was in that radar unit.
Golem 2, Box 2.
Ouais, écoute, on va faire les démos. La petite esquive.
Attack did not hit. Missile, evade, evade.
C'est pas possible, hein, je vais pas les avoir. Hein. Là, j'y vois rien avec la pluie.
Mage 2, bandit on your 6.
Hop. Je suis le meilleur à esquiver les missiles que jouer, moi, je crois.
Bandit is in my sights.
Touché.
That's a miss.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
Ah bah voilà, enfin. Un en moins.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too. Column 3, Box 2. Enemy's airstrikes are flawless. We're done for!
Missile launched.
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base. Enemies locked on.
Ouais, tout casser. Comme ça, c'est tranquille.
Target lock.
Ça,
Firing.
c'est un hélicoptère, on va en profiter, on se barre. Hop.
Everything's been burned down.
Miss. That's a miss.
Raté. Oh Dieu.
Entering clouds.
Hostile eliminated.
Ouais, j'ai chaud là.
Call 4, missile inbound.
J'ai qui faire des ras de moto.
Enemy on your rear. Shred their radar network. Enemy's gonna lock. Breaking.
Lui, lui. Eh non, même pas. On va la détruire elle.
Locked on bandit. Missile inbound. Evade.
Ah bah enfin, on va le détruire.
Ground. Call 3, hit the shot now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Hop.
Locked.
Ouais, je pense pas qu'il puisse esquiver.
Missed.
Ouais, voilà. Hop.
Enemy
On va
missile
tous les détruire avant de finir. C'est encore plus drôle.
Friendly confirmed lost.
Mage 2. Box 2.
Column 4, Box 2. Target confirmed destroyed. Nice.
Hop, on détruit tout, on est content. Ah, je crois que j'ai un peu des dégâts.
Target was not
Ah
struck.
oui, 45%. Wow.
Mage 1 launching missile.
Je sais pas si je vais l'avoir le camion. Ah si, je l'ai. On va détruire les avions.
Behind one. Enemies locked on.
Ah oui, j'ai pris des sacrés dommages.
Attack missed.
Ah, j'ai tiré dans le vide, je crois pas. Pareil. Eh, c'est chaud à gérer quand même, hein. Faut pas croire. Hein. Ça, c'est fait.
So you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus. I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Hop. Il est au-dessus de moi. D'accord.
Golem 1, box 2.
Target is hit.
J'ai pas vu si je l'ai détruit parce que j'étais en train de regarder si j'ai esquivé le missile. Non, si j'ai détruit, il est plus. Lui, il est en train de se barrer. Allez, c'est super dur à aller sur la touche.
H2, missile launch.
Voilà.
Alright, clean up that last radar vehicle. There's
Je peux
nothing in
pas
your
faire
way
des.
now.
Pas comment dire. Des loopings à droite ou à gauche, on va dire. Voilà, comment on va dire. C'est vraiment bizarre. La finale. Hop.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Oh, to see the
On va se remettre en
Erusian's faces
formation.
now.
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Ah. Bon bah c'est pas fini. C'est parti.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback to those floor merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Targeting gun range. All right, this base is worth destroying. 3 targets remaining.
Il y en a un qui est en train de décoller, il me semble. Ouais, on va le prendre en chasse.
H2, missile away.
Il veut pas aller bien loin lui. Il veut pas aller bien loin. Allez mon gros. C'était pas le moment de partir. Toi tu vas rester au sol. Hop. C'était quoi là? Ça a explosé là.
UAVs ready to launch. Away.
Ah. On a de la visite les gars. Il est
What
super drôle.
happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be
Oh, il bouge le salaud.
The enemy has a lock.
well spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it. We're dealing with UAVs. This doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down.
Et moi, j'ai
These
plus
drones
de.
have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones. Golem 1, that doesn't matter.
plus de missiles assis.
and get out. It doesn't matter. He says we can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Enemy UAV
Hop.
confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
parle de
Go
drone, toi.
squadron. You're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Surround him.
Ammunition 0.
Merde, je suis con. Allez, on va se le faire, le drone là. Je crois que les nuages ça
Enemy
dérange.
knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase him down and pull the trigger. I'm buying dinner for
Impeccable.
anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
On
There's an
esquive.
enemy in front of me and behind me.
Show up on
Ça
the
c'est
radar.
fait.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Lockdown hostile.
Et dites-moi aussi si vous en avez marre que je mette la vue des
Get out of
missiles.
the clouds,
Moi j'aime
the
bien.
ice will melt.
C'est une animation. Un peu comme à la Ghost Warrior ou à la Ghost. Pas la Ghost Warrior ou Sniper Elite, j'aime bien. Oh, le dernier il va pas se laisser faire.
Behind one.
Where'd he go?
My stuff.
Oh il s'en va lui. Là on est parti pour rattraper. Allez,
Page 2, Fox 2.
hop,
Nice
le
kill
drone
trigger.
il s'en
Enemy
va.
aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
J'adore les effets de pluie. Enfin de nuages, je sais pas comment. C'est juste quand tu passes dans les nuages. Bon allez ça on y passe hein.
Current
Donc, savoir
target
ce
is
que
on
je fais.
rails.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Et bah voilà, c'est fini. Bon et bah les gars écoutez. Donc là je pense que la vidéo va faire pareil que la première. 20-30 minutes. Donc dites-moi vraiment si vous préférez que je fasse 2 missions d'un coup. Ou si vous préférez une mission bah, comme ça de 20 minutes. Et bah écoutez je vous laisse, passez un bon week-end. Abonnez-vous et likez la vidéo si ça vous a plu. Et je vous dis à lundi.